Hi guys, this is Hero. How's everyone doing today? So today I'm going over the topic of emotions, okay, and why they are not necessarily bad. Before I start, I would like to wish everyone a happy Diwali, okay? Now, we've been taught, or we kind of just know in meditation, to observe your thoughts and emotions, okay? Not even in meditation, just in day-to-day life, okay? Do not let your emotions overwhelm you. You want to accept and observe. Now, you might be wondering the question, well, oh, these things, these emotions that our mind, our ego, they throw at us, right? They're bad, right? No, that's not necessarily true. Yes, we don't want to identify and attach with them, but they are not bad, okay? They serve a purpose, just like everything else that's bad. They serve a purpose here, okay? And how do emotions serve their purpose? Well, emotions, why do we not like emotions, right? Because we have a tendency to attach and identify with them. Now, why do we have a tendency to attach and identify with emotions? Because emotions are produced when there's out of something deeply, deeply strong in our subconscious, right? For example, if we lose our phone and we feel sad, or let's just say we lose a partner of ours and we feel sad, there's an emotional response, right? Now, it's not the actual emotion that's bad. The emotion is coming from an attachment, right? So what you want to do is identify the attachment and accept and release the attachment. You do not want to just put a judgment on the emotion. As soon as you put judgments on the emotion, you start to suppress it. And as soon as you suppress it, it turns into a disaster over time. Because whatever you resist, it just ends up persisting. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Now, moving forward. So I just said how emotions, right? They're like a clue to stuff that's bothering you inside. People say ignorance is bliss. Okay, but for those of us who would like to say we're spiritually elevated, that's not true. Okay, because you want to be as aware as possible. Yeah, ignorance is bliss because your subconscious doesn't show. But just because your subconscious doesn't show does not mean that it's not affecting you every single second of the day. Okay, you actually want it to expose itself through thoughts and emotions, and then you can take care of it, right? So that's why a lot of people don't like strong emotions, or they don't like anxiety, or they don't like stuff like this, because it forces you to deal with it, okay, rather than just stuffing it down. Now, what you have to understand is any emotion, any thought that is being produced, it was already there in your subconscious. Just something stimulated it to come up, okay? Like, let's just say you're sad because your partner left, okay? You already had a deep, deep, deep attachment towards other people or towards a partner or something like that. It's just this situation forced you to grow and accept your fears regarding this attachment. Okay, I hope that made sense. It was already there. You were already living your life, you know, scared of losing someone or something like that. When you're with this person, and even before you're with this person, you were living your life in a scarcity mindset, or in a fear-based mindset, in a lack-based mindset. There's so many terms for this, right? But they all kind of mean the same thing. So, yeah, this was already there. It's just when the emotion comes up, or the fear comes up, or the thought comes up, or whatever, now you're just being forced to deal with it. There's something that's saying, hey, we got to deal with it right now, right? And there's different angles to this, right? You can either try to suppress it again, stuff like that. It's not going to work, right? Some people, let's just say they lose someone, they feel sad. They try to do all kinds of stuff to distract themselves, to tell themselves it's not true, whatever, but it never really ends up good. The best situation is to accept it, right? Because when you accept it, you're releasing the fear. You're no longer living out of fear, and you're living in a much more grounded, healthier way in the future. Okay? But yeah, and I have many, many videos on how to accept. Okay? You just take in a general 2-minute or 20-second synopsis, whatever you're scared of, you just accept that, okay? Just because you accept it doesn't mean you believe it. You're just accepting the possibility of the fear, so the fear doesn't drive your decision-making in your subconscious, okay? And then you also do the same thing for your expectations, right? Where any expectations you have of what you want to come true, accept the exact opposite of that coming true, okay? It does not mean that you believe that that thing is going to happen. It just means that you are not driving your decision-making and your thought-based process and thinking and things like that out of lower vibrational emotions, okay? So that's that. So you want to accept. So getting back to the title of this video, when you have emotions, right? There's certain emotions that we don't like, okay? These emotions include, I said like sadness, negative emotions, right? Jealousy, lust, greed, arrogance, all this stuff, right? You want to just accept them, okay? Accept that you feel greed, accept that you feel sadness, accept that you feel arrogance, accept that you feel lust. Okay, this is a big one because we're only supposed to, feel a certain way for one person, right? You just want to accept it. This is just something that the brain has, okay? Or the ego has. The ego is hardwired in a certain way. But just because you accept it doesn't mean you have to believe it. You are just accepting the possibility. And just because you accept it, even if you believe it, that should not dictate your actions. What you accept should not dictate what you believe, and what you accept should definitely not dictate what your actions are. And definitely also possibly what you believe should not dictate what your actions are. Okay, your actions are your actions. What you believe is what you believe. And what you accept is what you accept. These are all independent. They do not need, just because you feel anger does not mean you need to attack someone. Just because you feel lust does not mean you need to indulge in someone. Just because you feel, jealousy does not mean you need to do all kinds of crazy things to show off or whatever, right? Hope you guys get the point. Emotions are not bad. Emotions are giving you clues to what strong attachments and deep expectations you have, okay? If you feel a negative emotion, it's most likely because of fears being acknowledged, or because an expectation that you have might not be coming true anymore, that you need to get over and accept. Okay, when people say you need to get over something, the best way to get over, I'll actually make a video about this just to do it. Best way to get over something or someone is to just accept it, right? Just accept it. Just accept. I am okay that this happened. I'm not trying to cover it up. I'm not trying to run away from it. I'm not trying to rationalize that this didn't really happen the way it happened. Just take like a few deep breaths and accept it. Okay, that's all we really are shooting to do here. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great start of the Indian New Year. It was just Diwali, so hope everyone has a great holiday season in the West also. Okay, I get to partake in both, and yeah, the New Year's holiday and stuff, even all that is becoming big in India also, and other parts of the world. So hope everyone enjoys this holiday season all around, no matter what you celebrate. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, always feel free to let me know. And until next time, I will talk to everyone later. Thank you all very, very much for watching.